is to tell him your plans or how you think it's going to go. God will surely laugh at that. So I'm laying here and I'm getting these downloads and something about Egyptians and something here with Egyptian bloodlines and why it was so important for so many of these people who claim to have these Egyptian ancestors to do the healing. Um, it's something like the Bible said, right? With the Egyptians, if you read the Bible, we ain't going into all that, but you already know. It was said that, when God was trying to free you or move about or move certain individuals, there was pushback, right? From people, principalities, again, operations, organizations, groups, whatever. They didn't want this. They didn't want to be free. They didn't want to be a free, chosen people. The Egyptians. They have a stuck and trapped mentality. This is in the Bible. And it's crazy because you chosen ones who, you know, there's some type of illusion here that you guys are beginning to see when it comes to this. And I feel like you guys who resonated with certain, uh, what is this? Uh, I want to say projected understandings because it seemed like it was a trend or it was cool to be like, yeah, I know all the Egyptians and all sort of stuff, and I'm Egyptian and my ancestors this and that. Everybody wanted to be, Egyptian. I don't fucking understand. Anyways, that was a trend back in the day, if you recall. Everybody's ancestors were Egyptian. And I'm sitting here like, damn, there's so many other cultures out here in the world. But anyways, um, as y'all know, Pharaoh was not trying to free his slaves, right? And God was calling for these people to be free. So what did God do? When he told his people to fight back, when he told his people they were free, and there were forces or people who did not want these people to be free. It's like the same thing going on again. If you think about it, God swoops in and is trying to free people. And then the people that are connected to you who are chosen to be free are going through hell and high water to make sure that you don't get saved or you don't get to move on. Like, it's very biblical in nature. It's very biblical. But this is also why the Egyptians were cursed. They don't tell you that much. God cursed the Egyptians, the bloodline, to make a statement, you see. Could have just killed Pharaoh and all these other things, but he cursed the Egyptian bloodline because God said, I chose you, and you turned away. You didn't choose me back. So the Egyptian bloodline was cursed. It's in the Bible. Story of Exodus. Read up on it. So the way that the Egyptians were cursed, now think about it. A cursed people. They think they have the power to curse others. Let's talk about we'll go back to the Bible part, but let's talk about the witches. A lot of these witches' ancestors are cursed. All they can further pass down is curses. And these individuals who claim to rock with these cursed Egyptian ancestors, what they're not understanding is you cannot receive healing from a cursed spirit. What don't you understand? You guys were the ones, or were supposed to be the ones, that were chosen to heal the bloodline. So you want something to work for you. Yeah, we're just going to leave that alone. I'll let them figure it out, but they see what it is now, I'm sure. Because these are ancestors. Some of them, like I said, they don't come from light. They are darkness. They are not of the light, and that's it. And that's why I say y'all be calling on all these spirits and all these fucking ancestors and doing all this weird shit and like, oh god. Okay, but as we know, Um, this is kind of the energy of what's going on right now. Like all the forces at play that would try to stop this change from occurring. I mean, if you're empathic, you can feel it. It's annoying because it's pointless. God's going to do what God's going to do. So, as we know, God sent plagues to Egypt. And this was a form, even back then in those times, they say, of judgment. And God executes judgment for what reason? To show that He is over all things. So what that means for these people that want to oppose you, you don't have to worry about nothing. And the thing with God is people think, oh, I'm going to do this thing and God's just going to do this. Like I said, good way to make God laugh is to tell him your plans. Or think he don't know yours, whoever you are. Because the thing, how God dishes out his judgment, it's when he says it goes. And who does God have to ask for permission? There's something here with that. So there's also something here with at any time, I just heard God could strike. Okay, so there's that energy too. I don't know, heavy emphasis on reversal. Someone might have did a reversal or a return to sender. That shit's hitting. And, it makes me think of, like, okay, with the whole COVID situation, I always thought this, but that shit was man-made. That shit was a setup. That shit was a game. And I always thought it was funny how the church is closed and how it forced people to get closer to the true God. Not these fake preachers out here that's been getting rich off of selling people dreams of God and false ideologies and shit. And God used that time. And there were many, if you think about it, many changes that occurred. That was judgment. That was a period of judgment. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, with all these changes that are happening, like, what the fuck? What's God's next judgment for the world going to be? But some of the plagues that were listed in the Bible that God brought upon Egypt because people wasn't listening. Pretty much. They wasn't listening to the command. That's what God said. Some of the plagues were, oh God, I don't even want to talk about all this. Oh God, they were just bad. There's a lot of them. That's all I can say. It's too late for this shit. Sickness, um, injured. Ugh. We ain't talking about all this shit, but he brought them because he can do that. That's God. The same things that people wanted to bring to you: the sickness, the injury, the bad health, the mental dis-ease, all these things. God brings these things naturally. So, like I said, this is a message here again because I don't know. I ain't never done this before that I can remember. Shit. And all these downloads that's coming in is crazy. People see what they want to see. It doesn't mean it is what it actually is. What actually is right now is a transitioning period in this fucking world. Motherfuckers is playing games like the book wasn't already fucking written for reference. What the fuck is this shit? It's crazy. I just love being a part of this. I love being a part of this. It's fucking crazy. The downloads I be getting all day long, the information on like what's changing, like what spiritual aspects of reality are turning to physical aspects of reality, how everyone's talking so much they can't shut up and see nothing. Like these people that don't stop talking, they can't see shit. In order to see some shit, you gotta fucking shut up for a second. You gotta sit down, you gotta pay attention, you gotta take it in, you gotta integrate it. These motherfuckers be talking all fucking day. I don't know. That's just what I'm saying. Shit. So yeah, I don't know. That's the energy I'm getting. And I don't know why this came through right now. I don't know why this is important. I have no fucking idea. I just made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I was hungry and I'm sitting here and I'm fucking eating it and I'm getting a download. I'm like, damn. I tell man if I'm up, if I'm asleep. If I'm asleep, I'm not dreaming. I'm fucking hearing spirit talking in my fucking sleep. Like, this shit is, I swear to God, like, it's a lot coming through. It's a lot coming through at all times. So I'm gonna go to bed right now. And I'm gonna wake up in the morning with another message for y'all. Cause shit, this is what God wants me to do right now, so I'm doing it. Now I don't know if this is a warning. Again, I don't know if this is a warning. Whoever these strongholds are in chosen ones' lives, unless they want all the plagues in the book sent at them, they better chill out. Cause it was already written. This is prophecy. Remember, y'all done told these people, prophets. Y'all have gave spiritual message that are warnings about what was to come, about God, about how God was using you, about you having purpose or mission, even if these people don't know what it is. They know who God is. Some don't believe in God, but they know that a God exists. So they should really stop playing with you because you know the God you serve. And you know the God you serve don't play about you or those that you love. It has been proven time and time again. So, like I said earlier, y'all don't need to worry about nothing, chosen ones. But this is you being able to see in totality how I said God shows us through wonders and miracles. It's a miracle that I'm sitting here and I can correlate what I just correlated to make it make sense for you. How God is working, how this was already something that was to come. We are a part of a divine design that is occurring here. I'm done. That's the message. And there will be many more experiences that are biblical that come across your spirit, because God's trying to show you something about who you are. You're divine bloodline, you know. Period. And you are a divine bloodline because you chose to be freed. Period. So what makes the Egyptians and the divine and all these competitive titles for someone to be more powerful? No one's more powerful than fucking God. I don't care if you're Egyptian, Asian, Spanish, Haitian. I don't care. No one's more powerful than God. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So yeah, these ancestors, these low vibrational ancestors, they did their job. They did their job. They fought with their own. They fought with their own to stay stuck. And now a lot of these ones that were supposed, chosen divine beings, they're stuck. Like their ancestors were stuck. They are in reprobate mind status. You are what you come from, you see. If that's disrespectful, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You are what you come from. So if you claim to come from these Egyptian ancestors that you called on to bring damnation, that's what I heard, to a chosen one's life, well, hey, get ready, because here I come. That's what your ancestors are saying. So you called on them. That's fam, right? You believe in them more than God. You believe your ancestors can do harm more than God can restore. So keep calling on them ancestors. Keep calling. And for you chosen ones who keep praying, keep being the prayer warrior that you are. Know every prayer is being answered one by one. And that's all you got to focus on. What is being built, what you are building, not what God is destroying. He's going to do what he's going to do, whether you know about it or not, whether people tell you what's happening or not. Focus on yourself. Do what you got to do. Stay upright. All right?